3-year-old, so I legally have to say no. I'll pass the test. Try me. All right. You have to go deep into the woods. An alien will either tickle your ass or it won't. Depending on whether or not he has or has not, I will not tell you which one will make you a mod, but one of the outcomes will make you a mod. Accomplish that and tell me your results. Yeah, it was a burden to make it into a mod status. Yeah, especially for hold. Oh shit, Raul. The doc is great, man. I don't know how he comes up with this shit. The doc is everywhere and nowhere. What about the Bigfoot picture we had to deliver? Yeah, you also have to deliver a Bigfoot picture. But you know, to start off, go deep into the woods, come back and tell me if an alien tickled your ass. He says, drop through and get your ass tickled by E.T. I'd fucking alien for modhood. Point me in the direction. I don't know if that was the specified rule. Nope. It could be an illegal Mexican. Preferably. Totally. Back. Y'all can watch. Night. I'll let the alien tickle my ass. Yeah, but see, the conundrum is whether or not you should. See, one will make you a mod. He tickled your ass, and he didn't. The modhood lies in one of the outcomes. Which one cannot be told. And you have to whisper it. Finding it, the journey is half the adventure. What kind of close encounter is an alien ticking your ass? I think that's that's definitely the fifth kind. The fifth kind. Let's hear damn. Stakes officially raised. Like the ninth kind? Two-handed missing one figure? Jesus. I'm not a monster. Yeah, can the alien wear a protection or not? That's up to the alien. The first kind. The fist kind? Jesus. Close encounter of the feathered kind. Wormhole. You guys are crazy, man. What the hell, man? How do you guys end up talking about this shit? What are new viewers and lurkers going to think? Hey, Chief Runningham, welcome to Night Terror. Tonight's topic: how many fingers can an alien stick up your ass? What if I was, what if I banged two aliens and a, three-armed toothless pirate? That might get you mod status. But you gotta film it. I'm new here. Yeah, but you fit right in, apparently. And welcome, Bliss Child. Bliss Child, I'm sorry. This used to be a family-friendly alien stream. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I know. Remember those days? Jesus. You gotta start your own Twitch if you do that. Yeah. And make me mod on that. That'd be cool. The Third Arm Pirate Stream. Arr, mateys. Welcome aboard. Let's see here. Thugway, repeat it one more time, please. Repeat what? Oh. The rule? Being crazy is all about the terror. Filming goes without saying. I believe, says Chief Runningham. Hide your wife, hide your kids, 'cause they probing everyone out there. Jesus. I've asked people in chat in this before, and have you guys ever seen a UFO? I'm not talking about a disc or anything like that. I'm talking about just weird shit that you think is weird in the sky. Have you guys ever seen anything like that? Got it so. Bang for aliens, one tickles your butt, but you don't know the outcome stream on loop and get you a pack of smokes. Yeah. This is one stream, high emote, paranormal or not. This is one streamer's high emote, paranormal or not. That kind of looks paranormal. Hey, it does. Holy crap. It's like a little Pachi shadow man opening his mouth. Yep, several times. I saw a cigar-shaped object. Yeah, I think you guys were telling me about this. I think Hold was telling me about a triangular UFO seen by bikers. So you saw a cigar-shaped object? Where, Life Genesis? Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Frippity, I've got one hell of a story, but I actually wouldn't expect you to believe me. You wouldn't expect me to believe you? I find that insulting, Frippity. But do tell, Fripp. Come on, man. Drug mules, yeah. Go. When you start going into some of these topics, you realize how heavy the ramifications are, and then dick jokes start to quell the fear of realizing how small we are as beings as compared to the immense universe. Story time. Come on, tonight's paranormal open lines. Have you seen a ghost? Have you seen UFOs? Life Genesis has seen some crazy stuff. He saw a reenactment of a ghost dying. Way up in the sky, was just sitting still. Did 180 and flew off in less than a second. Multiple people saw it with me. What the hell? Have you guys ever heard that? If you see a UFO, especially like with Life Genesis and what the bikers that were telling Hold saw that they're bringing you back. The universe, which stretches over millions and billions of light years, eventually over gajillions of years, reaching our pale blue dot, a dust mote suspended in a beam of light. Here in Florida. That's where NASA is, man. Frippity says, I was fishing out by this pond I used to work near baling hay for an elderly gentleman. We got our farm situation here. That's not too out of the ordinary. What's not to believe about that, Fripp? Always dark skies on the farm, says Neurorocks. He had long since passed on, but the goat from my childhood was still there, in a little fenced-off section next to the pond. Okay. Goats can be creepy. I met a man who claimed to be a vampire, kept blood in his fridge. I think it was a cat's. What the hell? You've met some odd folk, Loop Radio. Anyways, I was fishing. Hadn't fished the pond in many, many years. Welcome back, zombie flesh eaters 2. Tonight there. Was it Skinny Bob? Are you asking Loop Radio? Zombie? Hey, give me a second here. Hold on. Hold on, Frippity. I got something for story time. Continue. YouTube Skinny Bob. We're listening to a campfire story from Frippity. I don't know much about UFOs, but like spiritual things and clairvoyance and such, know a lot about them from experience. Please share, Bliss. That guy haunted my life for like a year. It's too long a story to type. You want to jump onto Discord after Frippity tells a story here? I have a story about night marchers. What the hell? You guys are holding out on me? Making me look up crazy ass videos on YouTube and shit? Get marshmallows, yeah. got me into a couple of fucked up situations. Ooh. It was nightfall, continues Frippity, and a friend of mine and I had planned on getting together that night after he was to get off work. We'd planned on finishing up a song we'd started writing the night before. Sounds like a good night planned. Don't hold out on us, Jack. Now he loves this stuff. Yeah. No big whoop. I decided to take one more cast off the line just for shits and giggles. Only caught small rock bass and some bluegills. Steve-O the Hero says, feels cozy, man. Stories with night terror while it's raining outside and I'm rugged up in bed. Yeah. With fresh sheets and pillowcase. I love fishing, man. When I was a kid, living up in the States, that's how me and my dad survived. Every night, we would fish for dinner. In the Southern California area where we fished, we caught a lot of shovel-nosed shark. Delicious. Just as I cast, I followed the curve of the line and caught this particular shape up in the sky. Fresh sheets, damn, that's fancy. Everybody's hanging on Frippity's words. Poor guy's typing on his phone. Like, god damn it, spell correct. Intense. I turned off the autocorrect. It came back. Okay, let me open up Discord here. Is that tobacco or sweet herb in that pipe? Tobacco. And welcome, DM Soldier, to Night Terror. At the moment, we're listening to a story from Frippity Dippity Doodad. Hey, you have a nice night, Deep Blue. Thank you for joining, man. Oh, here we go. Alright, so Frippity was just casting out. He followed the curve. It was 3 distinct lights. Initially, I just thought they were stars, but it was positioned strangely within the upper half of the constellation Orion. It just threw me. I observed the lights coming in closer over a 2-minute or so period. I think he means when he cast out, he saw these lights in the sky and it kind of took him like, what the hell? That's what I think that's what he means, Bless. That's what I took. Then the light stopped at a point. Three lights equal triangle. I'm in the room. Hey, okay, so we have Life Genesis. Okay, you should be all set to go. Loop radio. But let's finish up Frippity's story here. Whoops, let me unmute Life Genesis. Hey, can you hear me, Life Genesis? You're unmuted, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you coming through loop radio? Frippity continues to say they were in the form of a triangle at this point. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hey, Loop. I can hear you.
Oh. You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm messing around with my mix. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Frippity continues to say the top one dropped down slightly while the other two raised slightly, forming a straight line. Jesus. Sweet little teeny tiny baby Jesus.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Heard you there. The left one started a downward then upward curve.
Hello.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Sorry, man. I'm messing around with my mixer here. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Did you get done telling your scary story around the fire?
No, Frippity's still going. Were they different size? Is asking Bliss. For those just tuning in, Frippity was fishing near a pond on a farm which he used to bale hay for an elderly man who had passed away. His goat still was fenced off of the corner of the pond. When Frippity was he was down there meeting his friend to continue writing on a song. He was gonna cast out one more time, and when he did, some lights in the sky threw him off. The lights eventually continued getting closer for about, I think he said 2 hours, if I remember correctly. Then they formed a triangle, then a straight line. Then the left one started a downward, then upward curve. The other two followed. The first and spin at an incredible rate of speed for about 7 seconds. When will Jason come out of the bushes and kill us all by the fire? Well, Bliss is the only chick here, I think, so when she goes down, I'd start running totally. So this happened for about 7 seconds. And Loop, you're gonna... I don't camp. Suddenly they stopped in a straight line. Equally stand to each other, top to bottom. Bliss says Jason can't get her. Jason comes for all. Yeah, that's true. Freddy, on the other hand, yes, Thugway. Keep trying, dude. Until the alien either does or doesn't. I hope the goat didn't get probed.
Okay.
I have Thugway desperately trying to get tickled by an alien. He's trying. Perseverance. Frippity continues. The one in the middle went right. The one at the bottom went left. The one on top remained fixed. They returned to the original triangular shape. Jesus Christ, Frippity. But that might not be the right choice. Up to the alien. Everybody continues. Within just a few moments, they began coming considerably closer from a truly faraway distance. Uh-oh. That's not good. All that happened to you. So, all that happened so you got a free light show while fishing. Damn, that's like $200 in Vegas. Says Bliss. Loop, we're gonna let Frippity get caught up here just for a moment. He's typing on his phone. So
that's cool. It's cool.
Go ahead and tell
story.
us, man. What happened with this vampire cat? I mean, vampire guy.
So you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, 20 years ago, I'm dealing blow out of this bar in Austin called Slick Willie's Games. So I was back there playing Crazy Taxi or something, and the guy next to me is playing a different video game, and I guess he won whatever the hell was going on in there. And so he says something that where there was a new Slayer album out at the time. I don't know if you're familiar with Slayer.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's a new Slayer album. So he and I got to talking. So he had referenced, he said, you know, I heard you're the one to talk to if I need a snowstorm. I said, yeah, let's do this. So usually didn't do, you know what I'm saying? But he seemed like a pretty cool guy, and I had 45 on me. I figured, what the hell? So we go to his house, man, and this this weird. I mean, you could tell he was into Satanism or whatever. He had this weird shrine with a fake skull on it. Shit, you know.
Yeah.
Which I didn't mind. I wanted that money. So a whole bunch of coke, man. I don't know if you ever done coke, but you start telling your fucking life secrets and shit, you know. And I noticed that he had all kinds of. Man, and this is one of the instances that changed my fucking life and made me go digging deep into shit. So I asked him about, you know, and it's Austin, seeing somebody with camera equipment. It's not, you know, not a big deal. A bunch of people have it. So I asked him about it. I was like, what do you do? Music videos or small films or something? He looks at me, looking into my soul and shit. He said, Steve, do you really think serial killers work alone? The shit out of me, man. I've always had a fascination with that shit.
Jeez.
Gramble to tell me about how most serial killers are all part of a cult, and that he was a member of this cult, and his job was to film what goes on. And so this completely fucking freaks me out. And for him, you know, he says, hey, you want a beer? I said, yeah. He says, well, you're closest to the fridge. Why don't you grab them? When I open his fridge, man, I just see these, you know, those fucking medical bags full of blood and shit.
Jesus.
Hemophiliac? Yeah, I said, you a hemophiliac or something? He goes, no, man, I'm a vampire. I was like, what? You know, so I was like, or something. And so I end up spending the whole fucking night with this guy, man.
You spent the night with this guy?
It's all about snuff films, and there's this whole cult around it. And he's telling me all this crazy shit. So, research, man. Jeffrey Dahmer's house had closed circuits all inside of it. A lot of serial killers would get busted. One guy in particular, he had like one of those pods out in his backyard. It had a fucking satellite dish on the top. He was beaming whatever he was doing to somebody. So there's a few other stories in there that were kind of fucked up involving cops and shit. But eventually, man, about a year later, I saw him get arrested for kidnapping some chick, and they were caught filming murdering this chick and shit. It was fucked up. It was I just saw a little blurb on the. Yeah, I saw a little blurb on the news, man, where they were taking him and another guy in with cuffs, and they had all his fucking film equipment and shit. So,
Jesus.
It's my night with the vampire, dude. But this guy, it was like a year. This guy I kept finding myself in these fucked up situations with this guy.
That's not cool, man.
No, it's not, man. He always frightened me, but he always had a lot of money, man. So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, all right, that's my the other ones are too terrible to tell on the fucking air. So they are, dude.
Jesus Christ, man. You have the craziest stories.
Here's an innocent one. So this guy not text, it was you know, the buzzers back then, man, the beepers. So he fucking beeps me, and he said, so I call him back. He says, I want everything you got, every pill, just everything. Clean out everything you got, bring it. And so he tells me, he says, when you get here, he says, I'm gonna walk you into a building, walk you into a room. He says, you just leave it on the table, you take your money, and he said, get out of there quickly. Just get it. Don't look at anybody. Just get it and get out. So I go to this address, and as I'm pulling up, I get freaked out because there's Texas Department of safety everywhere, man. The cops are everywhere, like guarding in front of this house with a big old gate. So when I pull up, it says, who are you? What are you doing here? And then that's when my friend comes out of like the fucking darkness and shit. Says, hey, he's with me. So I pull in, and they have me park off to the side. Well, this guy, the vampire, he's walking me up to this house, and I could hear loud music. I mean, I could even hear screaming. It sounds like they're watching a horror movie or something. He said, we're going to go into this little room. He says, put whatever you have on the table. He said, take whatever money they give you. And he said, just get in your car and drive away. And so as we're walking into this room, I make the mistake of looking around. I'm seeing like political figures and shit that we all know locally. You know what I mean? And there's hookers and all this crazy shit. But anyway, it turns out they were like really having BDSM and shit going on at this
Jesus.
party. And there was all these political figures and shit. And it freaked me out, man. And I ended up going to prison over it. So.
Oh, Jesus, man. That sucks.
Who says they're a fucking vampire? Because that shit could be true, man.
No, yeah, I think there's some weird shit out there. And that those, even in the political realms, man. They got some weird stuff, man. No.
But anyway, yeah, you can do your research, man. But yeah, most of these serial killers, if you look around at pictures from their crime scenes or just look into the evidence, man, you'll find that a lot of times there's a closed camera system involved, that they were broadcasting or recording in some way. It's been my latest kick here in the last 3 or 4 months.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a whole network of fucking weirdos out there.
I never thought of that serial killers work in groups.
Connected to, like, you know, we were talking about Montauk. There's MK Ultra. They all at some point are in the military. And Ramirez especially were at the same base doing the same job. They were medics. For some reason, these guys went into Vietnam or whatever and became medics, and then when they got out, they ended up being fucking serial killers. It's the strangest coincidences that go on.
Jesus, man.
It goes deep. But love your show as always, man. It's fucking awesome.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for another crazy ass story from Loop Radio. I got your
On once.
you guys check this guy out. He's got a nice stream. You guys will love Bernice. Check him out, man. He's got some crazy stories. Hey, I appreciate it, Loop Radio. Thanks, man. Alright, so freaking dealing with vampires for the money. I can understand that, but Jesus Christ, guy, you gotta have some balls to do that. Frippity continues to say, okay. Alright, so the last point I read was, within just a few moments they began coming considerably closer from a truly faraway distance. To the left of the pond was this enormous cornfield that took up about 400 acres at the edge of the county. They started traversing towards the opposite end of the field at a pretty quick rate of speed. I dropped my pole and walked, as well as ran, to points to the cornfield for at least 3 hours. I dropped my pole and walked, as well as ran, at points to the cornfield for at least 3 hours, trying to find any trace of them. And I found nothing. Out of frustration, I walked back with a sense of defeated purpose, grabbed my pole, got in my car, and drove over to my friend's house. I was like 5 hours late, turned out. My friend asked me where the hell I'd been, and I told him what happened. After about 3 shots of tequila, I required to calm my fucking nerves. I had another experience the exact same day, 10 years later, in Hollister, Missouri. I'll tell that one some other time. It's a real pants shitter. Oh, you're gonna make Frippity. Alright. So you're telling me you were abducted by aliens, Fripp? Is that what you're saying? We have loop radio. Freaking going to prison over some weird vampire guy. Jesus, man. And Frippity telling us that he had missing time. That's pretty wicked, man. Do you have any strange dreams, Frippity? Like being on in a, I don't know, like a ship or some strange place? You feel warm looking at the fire? It is warm. Loop radio says, let me see what you guys were talking about here. So Hold was saying the ones that don't get caught work in groups about serial killers. Fuck, man. Sounds like that movie Eyes Wide Shut a little. I like how he laughs it off. Yeah. He sees all this crazy shit. Hey, but it's all in the past, man. Life's just a ride. Neck cork soap. Neck cork soup.
Welcome to Night Terror.
I'm an alien. We're all aliens on this chat here. Hey Frippity, you still out there, dude? I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, Frippity's got to leave us with a cliffhanger. Well, not really. A sequel. He had to take some shots of tequila. I have dreams about aliens every night. Yes, on a number of occasions. How do you feel about these aliens, Fripp? Good? Bad? Evil? Demonic? What's your thoughts on that stuff? I wish I had documented shit better. Don't think of it at the time. Says, Loop, you should definitely write some chronicles, dude. Like start writing segments of the crazy shit you've been through? And call the book Bernice? Just that's it, Bernice. Yeah, you should definitely do that, dude. Since Hollister. More so, though. What do you do? What do you dream, Nicork soup? I think you're trying to get me to say something, but unfortunately for you, I don't know what the hell your name is. Because she thought I was full of shit till she started meeting family and friends. Oh, man. Well, that just shows you got a keeper, man. Still hanging out with you. I wish Frippity would tell us the second segment of his story. Here we have Bliss says you can keep the crazy. Give me the sexual thing. Jesus, Bliss. She's also talking about Fripp. Damn, Fripp, you have some balls. I would have run away. Sounds like bliss. Bliss is bliss. I think when Bliss heard me talk about mammograms, she decided she's gonna stick around. Classic Bliss. I know you're going to think this is whacked out, but somehow, and I freaking can't explain how or why, but weird shit happens when I'm near wild animals. Why would I think that's whack, dude? I think you're talking about the other people in chat. But what do you mean? What do you mean weird shit? Elk, deer, foxes, wolves, coyotes, and most birds draw near me without any fear. Holy shit. Like Snow White. It trips me out to talk about it, really. Does it happen when there's other people around or just when you're alone, Frippity? And I'm not being facetious with that question. Yes, even squirrels. You're a whisperer. It's Why? Why would that be fucked up? Birds, man. I don't know how I would explain it either. Or burbs. That's cool, man. Who loves animals and they in turn love them back. Oh, and have you guys ever heard Frippity's dog talk? This would, oh, this is a perfect moment. Do you mind if I show that again, Frippity, your dog talking? This is an actual recording. I just need Fripp to give me the go-ahead here. That I can show this. Maybe you're part Bigfoot and they see the friend of the forest in you. What? They don't see you as a threat. Or they're like, this dude where is that? Here it is. Every night, a pack of wild dogs show up here, where I work, about 15 minutes before I'm getting ready to go home. They're wild, but calm somehow. I told you it was fucked up. It's not fucked up. Okay, this is, you're about to hear Frippity's dog talk. Let's see if you guys can make out what it's saying. This is Frippity playing, by the way. Dude.
What do I gotta do to make you love me? What do I gotta do to make What do I do when lightning strikes me? And I wake to find that you're
Did you guys hear that?
not there.
I know you want to know
What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me play that again.
What do I gotta do to make you happy? What do I do when lightning strikes me? And I wake to find that you're not there.
I know you want to know why I'm telling
That you're not there.
I know you want
And I wake to find that you're not there. That you're not there. And I wake to find that you're not there.
I know you want to know why I'm telling
Frippity kind of sounds like Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. I'm going to find you one of these nights and slit your throat. Yeah. That's what she's saying. Belle. I want to go out now, dude. That just goes to show you. Night Terror agents have interdimensional dogs that speak. Not just Iago. Belle. Let's see here. Okay. I don't even care who does or doesn't believe me. You have an energy that attracts the animals. What kind of doggos we got here? I have that with stray cats. They find me. Oh, you have a fan there, Frippity Bliss. Yeah, that's real. That's a real clip sent from Frippity. Bliss. Bork, bork, bork. If all of a sudden our pets could talk, we'd all be in trouble. Secrets out. Where has Iago been? He just gave a report a little while ago, earlier, when we have Twitching Good on stream. True story here. Hey, Frippity. Where are you, man? I believe you, man. So here we have a true story from DM Soldier. True story here. I was drinking screwdrivers with a friend at around 1 a.m. Sitting at a table where I could see the refrigerator. Suddenly, out of nowhere, the fridge explodes. Glass everywhere. Almost everything made out of glass was shattered, including 2 shelves. Turned out to be a Tropicana bottle somehow exploded with much force. Where I could see the refrigerator. Suddenly, out of nowhere, the fridge explodes. Glass everywhere. Almost everything made out of glass was shattered, including 2 shelves. Turned out to be the Tropicana bottle somehow exploded with this much force. Why would it do that, DM Soldier? Why would the Tropicana bottle explode like that? One, it's alcohol, isn't it? And even frozen. I mean, that wouldn't freeze. That's what I don't know. How did you guys come to the conclusion it was a Tropicana bottle? My master touches himself constantly. Oh, man. Let's see here. I missed it. Sorry. Beware of the Tropicana. I had to get his, I had to get this truck driver's info. AFK. Oh, okay. We think it froze or some weird shit like that. Explode the fridge, all of it? Damn. Tropicana is juice? Frozen expands though, right? Yeah, but alcohol doesn't freeze. I mean, it does, but it has to be really cold. It freezes at a lower temperature than water. By the way, I was with Stephen Blisschild 1 when this happened. What? By the way, I was with Stephen Blisschild 1 when this happened. Blisschild? You're not a girl? You're a guy named Stephen? We had same thing with sparkling wine in fridge. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it does happen. Oh, Stephen is Blisschild's cousin in real life. Okay, got it. Oh, in the freezer. Here we have a link from Loop Radio. What am I looking at, Loop? I see a security cam inside a house. Oh shit. Is this from the vampire? Or what is that? Diamer's apartment, looking corner of ceiling. Okay, yeah, alright. So... As you can see, there's a camera there inside the house. Closed circuit. Ugh. Jeffrey Dahmer in every room. This is the thing the serial killer cases. Always a camera. There's a gray alien in the window. Holy crap, check that out. You see in the window behind the plant? Another peeping Tom alien. I've heard a few stories specifically from Christians, Protestants. Mostly it's secondhand stuff, but a lot of stories of people being invited to potlucks and invited to parties, and they end up being the main course, or you know, they were and they escaped and things like that. A lot of satanic stuff. That's creepy stuff, man. Didn't want to sleep tonight anyways. What's with serial killers and recording stuff? Snuff films for an elite death cult. Pretty much right in the middle of the picture, right at the top, you'll see a camera. If that's what you're not seeing, hold. I feel it in my heart when he does the jump effect. I feel the force. That's right, Bliss. And the ally, and the force is my ally. What does Yoda say? The ally is my force, and a powerful ally it is. Jesus Christ, man. Ugh. God. Freaking people, man. Spend their time intricately finding ways to kill other people. Oops. Oh, I'm starting to feel cold. Oh, that fire. Feels good now. It's in the middle of the pick. Did you see it? Hold? Oh, well, let me go back to the picture. And... you see this right here? That's a camera inside the house. And Loop Radio is saying it's a closed loop. It's like taking a sip of Coke. God damn it. Get out of here, video. Oh. Jesus, this chair doesn't know what it's doing sometimes. No, this is pertaining to the story Loop Radio told in Discord. I guess it has to do with a nasty individual called Jeffrey Dahmer. But they were saying, whoops, too hot. They were saying that over here, Hold, in the window you could see the head of a gray. It does kind of look like the head of a gray, though, I gotta admit. What's with serial killers and recording stuff? Sick puppies, man. What face? My heart, these jumps. I'm sorry, Bliss. Let's see here. Nah, I'm not buying that one. Reflection of ambient lighting. Too much. Same. Oh yeah, no, I know. It just looks like it. Just a comment. The main topic was the camera in the middle of this serial killer's house. Man, I can't get over that though.
But you're not there.
I know you want to go out. I'm sorry.
What do I do when lightning strikes me? And I wake to find that you're not there.
I know you want to.
Oh man, you guys are the greatest, man. Seriously. I mean, you guys come up with shit you just can't find on Coast to Coast. It's like an honor to get these stories from you guys. Let's see here. It's not defined, but at first I was like, oh my fucking god, Gray. But does like attract the paranormal attract paranormal? But does like the paranormal attract paranormal? I think it does. You heard of the Tunguska region of Siberia? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Coast to Coast is great. But I still think Night Terror gets some of the coolest shit. I mean, we have I have audio of a talking dog from Frippity. The stories you guys tell, man. Check out the highlights. They're freaking awesome. And I've missed a couple because I didn't know my videos got deleted. And I missed a lot of good stories. Mostly the people that call in is my favorite part. Oh yeah, that's all I like about Coast to Coast is the call-ins. That's specifically what I tried to model this deal over is people sharing their experiences. Because that's the juicy, that's the guests and stuff like that, the Richard Greers or whatever they're called. They can be interesting sometimes. But man, when it was open lines on Coast to Coast, that radio was cranked. Crazy explosion. What do you think happened in the Tunguska event hold? Or you folks in chat, what do you think happened? Let me know if you know what it's about so we can, if not, we can look it up real quick. Frippity says, Coast to Coast used to help me stay awake when I was working 3 part-time jobs down in Florida a number of years ago. During my security guard night shift, the callers were so amazing. Definitely, man. Riveting. But I'll tell you what, Frippity, they don't have Bell saying, I want to go out now. I want to go out. Let's see here. So DM Soldier says, I think it was an exploding meteorite. Explorers that went to see those domes rumored to be in ghost type, or I forget, scared curse land. Are you talking about Tunguska? Hold? Fun comet explodey stuff over Tunguska. A smallish meteorite chunk of space rock exploded in the atmosphere over Siberia. I don't buy it, man. I don't buy it. Could be, though. I think you should show pics of it. Alright.
30th of June 1908, 7:14 a.m. local time, Siberia.
So this is the explanation here. God damn it.
Followed, destroy a region of forest the size of Greater London.
People who observed that thought the end of the world had come, Judgment Day, divine intervention.
They say that the Tunguska explosion had the force of more than 1,000 Hiroshimas. Millions of pine trees, larches and birches are destroyed by the pressure wave and the fires. A shockwave circles the world, leaving its mark on seismographs everywhere. But no one can understand where it has come from.
Art Bell paid
It
the
is
price
20
for his
years
dad's
before
show.
Soviet scientists
don't say
discovered the
that.
true scale of the disaster
Fuck,
and
man.
recorded on film.
Look at that. Felt ill, and in summary seemed to show symptoms of radiation poisoning.
Tunguska, as mysterious as the legend of Atlantis
Flattened trees
or the
for
sinister
hundreds of
Bermuda
miles.
Triangle. Few historical phenomena have caused so much speculation as this one day in the isolated Siberian forests. An expedition to Tunguska is a journey into the craziest theories and into serious scientific inquiry, the birth and deconstruction of a modern legend. Scientists from many different countries and disciplines are working to find the solution to the puzzle. What happened? For there is still no conclusive evidence and any number of interpretations. Was a meteorite the cause of this terrible destruction, as most scientists believe? But then there would be a crater, and no crater has ever been found. Or was it something quite different?
Моя личная, мне больше, конечно, всего нравится, что это был инопланетный корабль.
Wow, she thinks it
Летели
was
к
an
нам
alien
гости,
ship.
просто решили отдохнуть.
Dropped in for a visit.
Ну, потерпели неудачу, корабль взорвался.
Could be a meteorite.
The theory of a UFO crash won't go away. There are several versions.
Theory 42. The Dropa UFO. In the
Dropa.
Bayakara Eula Mountains live the diminutive Dropa people, descendants of an extraterrestrial race that crash-landed on Earth many centuries ago. In 1908, their home planet mounted a rescue mission. Unfortunately, the rescue UFO crashed over the harsh taiga landscape. The Dropa still hope one day their people will make an Earth-proof spacecraft.
There's so little evidence. It's the lack of hard, solid evidence that makes these theories popular.
Benny Paiser is a cultural...
Alright, so that's the Tunguska event. Personally, this is what I believe. I believe one day I was warping along in my interdimensional chair, and then, you know, so I'm just warping along like, oh man, where am I going today? And suddenly, this was before when my chair was like perfectly new and worked, and then suddenly it just broke. And that's what happened. I was there. No, but seriously, what I think happened is a meteor was going to devastate Earth. And I think some external force was like, we can't let this happen. And they stopped it somehow with some type of weapon. That's just my theory, though. When you warp, do you go through time or space or both? I go through none of the above. That's the only way to warp. Trick question, totally. Let's see here. Just like hot people plot where Santa... Just like hot people plot where Santa flies on Xmas, we gonna plot where Jack flies in his chair. Let's see here. Did you see that more recent meteor over Russia? Like close-in footage? No, do you have a link? I mean the close-in footage? Because I've seen a lot of footage about it, because that scares the shit out of me. Something flies up its ass and splits it. Do you even warp? Yeah, I warp. Watch. See, I just warped to the theater. Oh no. Oh. Jesus, something happened. My OBS was about to crash. But here I warped to the main scene. Welcome to night terror. Blah 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 blah. Tonight we're gonna blah 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 about some blah 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 blah. I hope you blah 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 blah. Let's get started, shall we? And then I just warp right on back. Yeah, warp lag. What year is this? I love the ancient alien shows. There's a lot of stuff to do with Egypt and hieroglyphs. That show aliens coming down and interacting with the people. Agent report from Agent Hold. Shocking UFO footage. Holy shit. Is that real? Dude, that's my theory on Tunguska. I knew it. That's interesting, man. Well, that could be a lens flare. Could. Or maybe not. Well, I don't know. But this, that is not a lens flare. I mean, that's too much of a coincidence. There's no way that could be a lens flare, man. I mean, a lens flare wouldn't even work like that. Thank you for the report, Agent Hold. Iniago! What the hell, man? That was pretty cool. Oh, and here's an interesting link for anyone who wants to read this. I really don't know how true this is, just based on the fact that I see some different coloration here, which could mean cropping. I don't know, but it's an interesting read. Apparently this gentleman found this image. You can see a guy right here. Here's a tree line. And here's who the hell knows what this is on his phone, and he has no recollection of it ever happening. You can also find the original Reddit post on that website. Man, that was a cool meteor video, man. I'd never seen that. Hold, thank you for sharing. Incredible. It got shot down? Yeah, that's what it looked like, man. Zoom. Enhance. That's interesting. The Greys looking after their cattle. The Greys looking after their cattle? You mean the Russians? Lens glare, or chunks thingy. On the other videos, yeah. But on that first one, lens flare wouldn't even work like that, dude. But it shatters into multiple lens flares. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. It seems to act intelligently. Says NeuroRocks. It doesn't even change trajectory. Look at the trajectory of that went on a straight path through it. Or the government tried to shoot it down or something. Flies past it, next thing you know it shatters. Get the good stuff for you, bro. Yeah, much appreciated. Hold. Jack, get away from the fire. You'll get burnt. I can't even tell which side I'm on. Oh yeah. Oh no, this side. I'm alright. That fire's not really real. Bliss, don't worry about it. I mean, totally. You guys are both purple on my screen. Totally. Yeah, already lost all the hairs on his arms. I hate the smell of burning hair. You know, the gray aliens, humans are the cattle. I thought I saw it move up and down a little. That could be the camera itself moving. It did, didn't it? Like in the beginning, there's a slight moment where I think it but the thing is, the meteor looked like it moved. I'm talking about the fast-moving object. Fire is getting a little low. Put some more logs in there. That's a cool fire, man. I don't know why nobody said, hey, Jack, put up a fire, man. So we can tell some cool stories. Hey, Frippity, are you going to tell us that story tomorrow? Hopefully he does. Spooky. Loop Radio, do you believe in aliens, or do you believe that they're really far off in the distance, no real contact on Earth? One time I fell asleep on the sofa, and the cigarette I was smoking was still burning. My flatmate gets home, place full of smoke. The cigarette had fallen between two cushions. I was wearing a t-shirt at the time. I'm glad you didn't spontaneously combust. Hold. Sorry, but that's a fake fire. No, it's not. Counter-reptoid. I got a story of what happened to me when I was 12. My contact with La Segua woman. Well, tell us about it, Bliss. You can jump on Discord, or you can type it into chat, whichever you prefer. Just let me know if you want to jump on Discord. So, Hold continues. When I woke up, my shirt was burned all the way up to my man titties. All from my hip over to one side. But I wasn't burnt at all? What the fuck? That's still funny though. That is the worst, dropping the head of a cigarette into especially the bed, because it eats through like a worm, and pretty much the only way to be sure you put it out is dumping a cup full of water onto your bed. Loop Radio says, I absolutely know there's aliens. I've stated before that the greatest injustice to humans is not being told our place amongst them. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're talking about the mermen and stuff like that. I got you, Loop. Sorry, man. It takes a few times for shit to enter my neurons, but eventually it just stays there for ages. Hold. Okay, I got you there. Why is your life so complicated? I typed a story earlier, but I don't think it went through. Yeah, probably not, Life Genesis, or I might have missed it if it was when Twitch was on. There were so many people, I really couldn't read anything. Bless Child 1. I'll type cause it's 5 a.m. People asleep here. But I was 12. My family all from Nicaragua. Ooh. We go visit my family. That means you're Nicaraguan? Ooh. We go visit my family. Lived in a shack town. The roads weren't even paved. And little lights on the cul-de-sac. I was walking one night alone down the cul-de-sac. Uh-oh. That's not good. A lot of paranormal stuff happens in South America. The smell of burning cushions was stuck in the curtains for weeks after washing. You think that's bad? One time I fell asleep heating a baby bottle, and the entire house filled up with baby bottle smoke. Luckily, the baby would sleep on the floor because I was afraid of him falling off of anything else. And he actually woke me up for, I guess he was hungry or was like, what the hell's going on? I had to rush everyone out of the house, get all the smoke out. Scared the living shit out of me. But keep in mind, before you guys called Child Protective Services, I was like on 3 hours of sleep for that entire week taking care of this kid. It tends to happen. Everyone was fine. Why are we being watched? Why are we being watched? Why are they being hidden? If they're hostile, why haven't we been dominated yet? That's a good question. I think our existence pertains to whatever is going on. Something happened in the time of pyramids. That there was some kind of event. I don't know if it was new aliens or a changing of a guard or some shit happened. But I don't know, I think we stem from a slave race. Different types of warring aliens created us as each different types of slave races. And I guess the overlords were wiped out and we're on a new fucking bullshit, different type of slave race stuff. This is just, a theory though, because I've wondered that myself. What do we have to offer beings that can traverse dimensions and space that could protect us? Experience. Like, I think our souls capture experiences. I think we as souls are a commodity. Energy. Just like batteries. But I think our unique experiences are kind of like, I don't know, simulations for them. Like, I wonder what Jack would do if he lived on Earth. Or I wonder if, because they can't... I think that they let things happen to see what will happen, so they can see different experiences. I don't know. That's a big question. Loop radio. The best animals, humans, are the ones that think they are free range. Yeah. That's true. Although I do try to be a free range chicken. I'm like one of those chickens that the owner's always like, God damn it, get back in the chicken coop. You damn chicken. Jack, you chicken. And I'm always like, did you just call me chicken? We are in a unbreakable dome. Nothing comes in and nothing comes out. Are you a flat earther, reptoid? Okay, so Blisschild continues. As I was reaching the end of the cul-de-sac, where at the end is a fenced-off area and a big field, I stopped, and there is a tree to the left of me, and I see a man or someone sitting at the base of the tree. I didn't pay any mind to them until I tried to actually say hi. Let's see here. I looked down, and the person, what I thought was a man, didn't have a face. They had a long long face, like not humanly possible. Eye sockets black and big, drooping mouth. I thought it wasn't real until it moved and reached out. Jesus. I ran my ass home, told everyone what I saw. The neighbors were concerned. They told me to draw a picture of what I saw and place a drawing under the tree where I saw it, because they said spirits don't like it or something. Holy shit, Bliss. Loop Radio says, I think it's because they know if humans get together around a pyramid and focus like Care Bears, Care Bear stare, we can destroy any threat with our spirit and minds. Could be. I don't know. Counter Reptoid, what you smoking? Loop Radio, weed. The natural plant? American spirits. What? I thought you were on your vape, Loop. Loads his pipe. Bliss Child continues. So I drew the picture of what I saw and placed it under the tree. The next morning I go up to the tree and the drawing was gone, which was weird because I was alone when I placed the picture, and I placed it under a rock under the tree. What the hell? I never knew the name of La Segua. Until I got older, and when I saw the picture of her, I freaked out. It's exactly what I saw. Oh, Jesus. Well, you know what? Let me know if I can show this picture, Bliss, because I'm going to look it up. If you don't want me to show it, I won't. But I still need to know what you saw for my own personal... What the fuck? Holy shit. La Segua. Ugh. Oof. Oh, okay. What is hidden in the other 90% of our brains? Best way to control something is to dumb it down. Sounds like a demon. The Night Terror title is Melting from the Fire. Oh shit, it's pretty hot though. The thing under the tree. Sounds like a demon, says Spartan. Oh, so here we have a wiki link. That's the exact same image I found. Let me throw this up here. How'd you like to find that? Near a tree, near a cul-de-sac. in Nicaragua. Huh? Pretty freaky. Oh, and here's the link. Sorry about that, Bliss. You're kind of a noob. Vivebot doesn't like you yet. It's okay. Let's see here. Vaping for skinny jeans, no balls, hipsters. Loop radio. It went through, but you might get banned by Nightbite. Oh, okay. You're only banned for like 1 second though, so don't worry about it. Trippy. Pick Bliss. Show it, Jack. Yeah, I can't click to show link in chat for some reason. I don't know how it works. I just repost it. I subscribe to the Stitch and Take on humanity and alien beings mostly. It says Loop Radio. Counter Reptoid. A guy in a mask. One can only hope, Reptoid. I'd shoot first, ask questions later. Now, shit like that really goes on in South America, Mexico, Central America, even the United States. I'm withhold me, drop that fucking thing. I had a friend who I used to tune his piano a few years back. Says Frippity. Bliss. That's what my family thought too, guys. A guy in a mask, but face moved. That picture isn't the exactly what the person looked like. More masculine. Counter Reptoid. Become famous and receive money for my find? Or notify the authorities like you normally would to get swooped up by the FBI and be silenced. The hell? Day of the Dead. Well, in the picture, this isn't a picture taken by her, Captain J-Boy. This is a representation of what people call oh shit, what is that? La segua. I think segua is a female horse. In Spanish, in Mexico, they're called yeguas. And, you know, horse face, pretty much. There seems to be a lot of evidence that aliens did come down during the pyramids times and depicted us humans as being slaves. Yeah, you know, that's the only thing that makes sense. We're creations. We're slave creations. And there are other humanoids created to herd the slaves, which we call the elite. But I also think that there are offshoots of humanoids, just like us, who are kind of like the PETA people. You know, those people that want to save chickens and dogs, and they try to help us. And my question is, this whole deal on Illuminati, are the Illuminati the good guys? Are the Illuminati the bad guys? Do the Illuminati exist? You know, I don't know. I just find it strange that the Illuminati are so demonized. I mean, if they're all powerful, shouldn't we love them? let's see here. There seems to be... Okay, so I got you there. Frippity continues. He had just said, I had a friend who I used to tune his piano for a few years back. Had gotten his doctorate degree in microbiology from Oxford University. And he died from being exposed to some pretty weird shit in a lab where he had worked. What the hell? Hey, Bliss. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Pretty creepy ass story. Thank you. Hold says probably be more like notify next of kin. I'm sorry, but you come around in a mask acting scary, shit's gonna get ugly. Like those fail videos where some guy pops out of a box scaring someone and someone just decks him. No, this is a representation off the internet. This is from Wikipedia, describing what La Segua is, what it looks like. Reptoid. Welcome back to Night Terror. Frippity says his favorite saying was horses for courses. Why was that his favorite saying? What does that mean, Frippity? Oh, so the picture reminds you of him? But why would he say that? Horses for courses. Captain J-Boy, Jesus Christ, you guys. This is not a real picture, Captain J-Boy. It's a picture describing what she saw. No, I saw this thing when I was 12, just close to what I saw in Nicaragua. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad you're okay, nothing bad happened. Kinda looks like one of them tiki faces common in the Polynesian islands. Yeah, it also reminds me of Beetlejuice, the way they stretch their faces out. You guys remember those scenes? Imagine that pig head, but carved out of wood. I see a dying horse face when I look at that picture. A dying horse's face. PETA, not Peter, from Family Guy. Illuminati have the purest alien DNA among humans. They infiltrated the old Masonic lodges in order to network and hide. But what do you think? Good guys, bad guys? Loop Radio. If bad guys, why the hell do we hate them so much? On their turf. Who's making us, the good guys exposing them? Making us aware of them? The Masonic lodges have been around forever. They have the compass in the square in ancient, way before any European lodges or any shit like that from the 1700s. They have the compass in the square in China hieroglyphs. And I'm not talking about, could this be a compass in a square? An actual compass in a square. So the Illuminati infiltrated one of the most difficult things to infiltrate ever. And some people, who's exposing this elite force? That's my question. What if we got it all wrong and we are the aliens? We are the aliens. Like when I talk about slave races, I'm talking about created slave races. You don't create that stuff from Earth. You don't grab a monkey and combine it with a zebra and it's like, oh look. What's that guy's name? The one who does exercise. He's always happy. Really nice guy, but always happy. short shorts, gay. Okay, everybody, this is what we're gonna do now. Richard Simmons. You don't combine a monkey and a zebra and end up with Richard Simmons. You gotta go to different planets for that. What if we... Okay, Illuminati means the enlightened ones, something. The original Illuminati actually isn't so powerful. They're the ones who didn't like it if any group gets too powerful. Now the Illuminati type posers though, that's a whole different ballgame altogether. The reptilians are in a dimension just short of ours and need a host, hence the preferred DNA. Anyone else find it so interesting and strange about how many dog-headed and reptilians were once rulers? A lot of depictions throughout time, whether it was hieroglyphs or statues. Some creepy ass stuff. There's a lot of tales from the Renaissance where the elites were in contact with something they called the macrobes. It had a double meaning. The whole reptilian thing, from my perspective, is that power tends to circulate amongst people who tend to connect with each other or marry into each other, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I understand that now. Right to keep the DNA pure. They kind of get fucked up though, like a lot of kings, you know, a lot of kingdoms who did that ended up all deformed and shit. For some reason we need some new blood. Or else we end up with huge ass jaws and really fucked up noses. It's a representation on how any form of power tend to end in a form of oligarchy in the end. All I know is I hope there's someone out there looking out for us, man. Because if not, we are fucked. Big time. Like, if this is a one-sided thing, we're just... Honestly, we're too stupid. We're just too stupid. We're unorganized. We can't even run our own countries, which we're supposed to do. So, in all honesty, no offense to anyone, but humanity is screwed if we don't have someone looking out for us. Period. You know, when people talk about being pawns on a chessboard, we're nothing but pawns on a chessboard. The question is, do you got a good guy and a bad guy playing chess, or just two fucked up motherfuckers playing chess? Horses on a racetrack or other horse-related activities. Oh, first course, second course, third course of a meal. Oh, okay, I get it now. Holy shit. So let's see here. I don't think reptilians would be used to describe people, especially when they were depicted to look as if there was a reptilian rulers. Remember what the Chitakuri said? I can't recall his name, but a mystic from the Queen at the time says he contacted these macrobes and told him humans can't leave Earth till they can first create energy out of matter, then matter out of energy. A couple hundred years later, the atomic drops, creating energy out of matter. that his studies took him all over the world, so he ate literally everything imaginable during his travels. Blue bloods are real, but have y'all heard of golden blood? For those that haven't mentioned this to before, yeah, apparently there's a real rare, what was it? RH positive, negative, something like that? That only a very small percent of people have. Golden blood. Illuminati is bad. Freaking pedophiles. This stream is fucking scary. Welcome to Night Terror. Beyonce's big toe. Doesn't add up, Van Whitman. Green Simmons. I think you need to lay off the pipe, bro. Never. Beyonce's big toe. Dude smoking crack. You're in the wrong chat, amigo. It's like, pretty much you're walking into an Alcoholics Anonymous gathering saying, hey, this dude used to drink. What an idiot. Yeah, I think this guy's on booze. You sound like an idiot. Just giving you a heads up. Wrong place to troll, dude. Maybe we were like cats to aliens. Then them aliens got wiped out and bailed. What the hell? 2,000 years later. So there's the idea of reptilians. It is just about how people in power are basically interconnected with one another, whether they deny it or not. Okay, so you're saying our myths of reptilians and things like that, the Illuminati, are just kind of like constructs of, ideas about oligarchies and things like that. Van Whitman. Totally survived roulette. Hey, good job, totally. That's why the royal family was all interbred blue bloods. The human parts get fucked up, yeah. The alien DNA stays pure. Oh, that sucks. I think something was down here in ancient times that helped us develop society and gave us really technologically advanced stuff that have been lost throughout the time, says Reptoid. Inbreeding issues. That CERN thing is like one step away from instant transmission. We're ancient enough. I mean, the symbol of the snake is old enough to appear in several cultures through the ages. Not as advanced as we think we are, but advanced enough to make a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's a good point. Pretty much we're just as dumb as we've always been, but something gave us the iPhone. I don't think it was us. I think, let's see here, CERN scares me. Occult meets science. They have weird artifacts at CERN. Yeah, we were taking a look at the rituals, man. That's some scary shit. I think too messed up. I'm too messed up for more factions fighting for the human resources. Nah, son. We're the type that brings out our true strengths when we're backed up into a corner. That's true. Some people... See, that's the thing. Not just slave types or herd types, but we also have a shitload of warrior types. And all of us throughout the ages have been intermingled. Well, we have builder types, slave types, pretty much just like any civilization game you've ever played. The same way we we pop those guys out when we have enough resources is the same different classifications, except we've been intermingled. So we have all these different abilities and knowledge stored in our DNA. Warrior types, definitely. Because if you think about it, if you have warring overlords, these overlords are going to have armies. Lots of them. But you can't explain how perfect the pyramids were built at such a height and say it was all man-made. Frippity has a good theory on it. He says sand was used. He gave a long explanation though. There was no side to the chess game. It's just interests wrapping and weaving in between interests. It's more like a chess game where you play the people who play those who play the chess game. Yeah, that's a good point, Van Whitman. You got me there. Man, but it just gets too confusing when you think of it that way. I think we knew about maths. And oh, okay. I'm having a Mandela moment, Van Whitman. Now, where I come from, we call it math. And ever since I saw that video game being promoted, No Man's Sky, the creator of that game, he started saying maths. That was my first introduction to anyone ever adding an S to the word math. Ever since then, I've been seeing this shit everywhere. Everywhere. Mandela. Okay, and at least simple physics. There were old mastibles that we basically step pyramids. It's all about mass and gravity, really. Yeah, they reckon they will be printing replacement body organs from stem cells using them 3D printers. CERN also claims to have stabilized antimatter. Their supercomputers were communicating with something they report, and they don't know who or what it is. They talk about soon being able to download a consciousness from wherever they're taking into a 3D printed body. Wherever they're talking about soon being able to download consciousness from wherever they are talking to into a 3D printed body. Jesus. I think I seen a picture with the Earth and a black hole almost fully engulfing it from the inside out. CERN reminds me of this picture. Yeah. No, if you really look at the size and depth, you wouldn't be saying it was man-made. But I guess you think you can't think outside the box. Counter-Reptoid, just because it was man-made doesn't mean there's certain technologies we don't have today. Like, for example, a lot of people think of technology as an iPhone, a hammer. But technology is also capitalism. Technology is also socialism. Technology is also oligarchies, monarchies. These are forms of technology. Concepts are just the same as being able to drill something. Technology is not just physical. It's also conceptual. I can think. There's no box anyway. Fuck, my sleep is making me screw up. I just see it in a different way than you do, that's all. And still physics and elbow grease. Instant transmission, aka teleportation. Steve Jobs confirmed alien. Steve Jobs didn't do shit. No offense to all the Steve Jobs lovers out there, but that guy, what did he do? You know what made Apple? What was that called? Napster. Napster made Apple. They fucked that guy up, made him give all his money away. Of course, he got a lot of it back. But they stole Napster, called it iTunes, and then they came out with the iPod. And Steve Jobs didn't do anything about the iPod. He just told a bunch of people, if you want to work here, figure it out. And that's all he's done forever, is figure it out, or you're fired. Figure it out, or you're fired. I mean, yeah, Steve Jobs was cool, whatever, but I've seen people compare him to fucking Gandhi. Gandhi. I heard Bill Burr once. He said something funny. He said Gandhi didn't have a sweatshop in China making iPhones. Let's see here. It's nice to be able to know everything. Gives you a good hold on things. Makes you feel in control. Kappa. Dude, stop. What the hell? Reptoid, what's wrong with you? Let Van Whitman speak his mind, dude. No one's calling you anything yet. Frippity. Pythagoras was the man. Yeah, he was. I have a cool little triangle wooden puzzle game, man. You take that thing up, you spill it out. You could look at it for like an hour, spill it out, and it takes some people like hours to put it back together. Let's see here. What are we talking about? All kinds of crazy shit. We're just sitting next to a fire, talking about all kinds of crazy shit. Hey, what happened to Bliss? You still out there, Bliss? You fall asleep? Well, if you learn about physics, at least you'd probably know a little bit more. Holy shit. Dude. My fire just burnt out. Alright guys, I think it's chill out time. Plus, I'm never gonna get through this chat. Let's see here. Alright, you guys got any song requests for me? Or do you want to